When you get sick, do you have a familiar set of symptoms? Are there topics of discussion that always set you off? Have you heard yourself say, "This always happens to me," or "I have a pattern of XYZ"? These are important signposts of getting to know yourself, your current pattern, and what changes you can make to find more harmony and satisfaction in your life. First of all, allow me to suggest we release all opinions and judgments so we can allow new possibilities to arise and enter our field. Inhale fully, and as you exhale, release all you've been thinking and doing today so as to come into the present moment. Now, what if you could entertain the idea that everything is perfect? What if everything is working in your favor? How does that feel? That's right. Stop, notice, and pick a word to describe that. Again, what if everything is happening for you, not to you? You are not a victim in this life. You have made every decision so far to get here. How does that feel? Because it's true. Whether you followed the rules, done it all your way, sacrificed for others, or followed religions or spiritual guidelines, that was you choosing. Every day we make choices in the moment, or we continue to choose commitments we chose a long time ago. The truth is, we can choose differently at any moment. Any choice we don't consciously make, we subconsciously make. This can change everything in the blink of an eye. We move cities, we get new jobs, we diet or start exercising, we get surgery, we educate ourselves, whatever. But before long, things feel the same. Why? Because we don't always look beneath the surface of what we want to see what is motivating us. The reality is we avoid the uncomfortable truths that stay consistent, our deepest wounds, beliefs, and feelings. These can be louder than our hopes, goals, and passions, and when they are, those painful stories dictate our choices and steer our lives, manifesting our most destructive misbeliefs and drawing our fears towards us. Could you possibly believe this awareness can help you and guide you, empower and free you? It's true. What you avoid can be the key to your highest timeline. What is a timeline, you ask? It's a course of events set into action with every choice you make. Every time you choose, the timeline splits into a new set of possible realities. This is where we can get into the discussion about multiple realities happening concurrently among other multidimensional topics, but that's an entirely different series. But what is relevant is oftentimes, despite our new choices, we seem to have repeating outcomes and patterns. Why? Because the majority of the time we're choosing from a shallow or short-sighted place. In addition, sometimes we choose things that are not in alignment for us currently. And most of all, our patterns persist because we are impatient, give up, and return to our comfort zones. So where to start? Acceptance and self-awareness. Know thyself. Observing our choices and noticing our patterns, preferences, and avoidant behaviors tells us lots about ourselves. Look at what we like and don't like, our symptoms, our obsessions, our habits, and then pick out, without judgment, our whys. Why we like or dislike things. And then go deeper. Look beneath the blanket of the story, the fabric of factoids, to the connections underneath. That's the real story. The motivations can come from personal victories, painful events, broken relationships, reinforced lessons, or many other impactful influences. But I urge you to look deeper yet, all the way back to the first time you experienced these emotions, when you first learned of an ability or were punished for a choice you made, whatever it is, I'll bet you go all the way back to childhood. Our most impressive patterns start there. Why? Because that's when we were fresh in the world and everything is new. We did not come into the world with opinions or habits. We learned them. And this is where you can see clearly the power of choice. Once you've identified your pattern, you can take control over it. The pattern stemming from way back when you were running on autopilot. Once you realize what they are, you can choose. Choose to keep it, change it, delete it, upload a new pattern of your choosing, one that serves you today in today's values and goals. But what does my childhood feelings have to do with my physical symptoms, you ask? Well, it's simple. Your body is the container of your soul. It's a vehicle for you to move around in. The you that is the observer of thoughts, of patterns, the you that was sent by the divine to live in this body, to experience this earthly life. We have multiple bodies, beyond the physical layer is emotional, energetic, spiritual, mental, and intuitive consciousness, and then the true you is at the center. Each of these layers can be informed with experiences and beliefs that filter down into manifestations in the container, the body. And as feelings can change, the beliefs can change, and so can the body also change. We often believe what is done is done. However, I'm here to say the body can change too. It's not solid. Nothing is solid. Everything is moving all the time. The vibrating molecules take form that seems to be solid. But if you don't believe me, curl your fingers over a flashlight and you will see the proof that indeed light can pass right through. So what dictates how these dancing cells behave? The frequencies provided by the other layers of the body. And now you see the importance of the quality of your thoughts and feelings. As we continue this discussion of how to connect the dots and work with the patterns that manifest in the body, always remember the possibilities are endless, as is your potential. Where there is a will, there's a way, and there are forces far greater than you awaiting your activation, your growth, your willingness. So to meet you in that space, to allow the desires of your heart to be granted, choose to remain devoted to being your best version of yourself. This is where you embody and act according to your values, and this serves everyone around you, as well as your highest purpose. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so the more authentic you are, the better match will be created around you in all aspects of life, as within, as without. Your mindset creates your life experience, so make up your mind consciously because mind over matter is real. And so, take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to share lots of tidbits from lots of different systems. And so maybe you will be able to come under a better understanding of the life that you've chosen for yourself and perhaps come to make more sovereign choices. Never ever will I encourage you to ignore serious mental or physical symptoms. Please always find professional help when you need it. No one knows you better than yourself, so please respect your own boundaries. And as we move forward, let us continue to share and be open to accessing our quantum vitality.